Morning, Nick Hayton, just walking the dogs as usual, and I wanted to just reshape and redefine the previous conversations around, Web3 and the replacement of the internet, and also comment on the nonsense from Jack Dorsey in the last couple of weeks about Web5. I mean, Jesus, really? As if people aren't confused enough. So my take on a replacement to the internet, I mean, you have to remember the internet is made up of about 80 to 100,000 boundary routers, and delivers a mesh structure essentially, and then you have a numbering system, and there is an organization that handles the numbering system, which gives you essentially your IP address, and there's, I think, 8 or 10 nominated people who are the custodians of that. But also we must remember two other factors. First of all, 80% of the equipment that make up the internet excuse me, are centered on US manufactured equipment. That's number one. Number two is that the whole concept of telecoms, and also the, I guess in a sense, the ISPs, which are closely linked. So these are the service providers that feed off the back of the telecoms infrastructure to provide a subset level of services. It's all licensed. You bid for these licenses. It's all government controlled. It's all licensed. So therefore, you can't just say, oh, we're going to create a new internet, because not only is it vast, and really vast, and the capital equipment side of things, but it's also pretty efficient. Although it is centralized, although it is government controlled and they're all listening in, but we all sort of know that, but I think we forget it. So an internet replacement, certainly built on a decentralized ledger technology or blockchain, which is, I'm smiling because blockchain it can barely pass, I guess really it can barely get any sort of momentum and speed up at all. So the whole thing is not necessarily the fastest technology in the world, and also to make it go faster you need to all operate outside of the technology stack. There was a car behind me apparently. So it's an interesting thing which we'll touch on in next conversation. Bye for now.